Okay, once again, we are live.
Good evening. We're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order for Tuesday, May 24th, 2022 at 7:22 p.m. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I'm going to ask for a moment of silence and a moment more for the tragedy that happened down in Uvalde, Texas, that really hit home for our family this evening. So moment of silence, please. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with roll call.
Councilmember Castaneda. Here. Councilmember Carrasco.
Here.
Councilmember Alvarado.
Here.
Councilmember Zavala. Councilmember De La Fuente.
Here.
We're going to go ahead and go on to number 3. We're going
Are we gonna make a motion for Councilmember Zavala?
we're going to make a motion.
Motion to, unexcused or excused?
We'll make a motion to excuse the Vera Zavala from the meeting this evening. Anybody want to excuse?
She,
No, it has to be unexcused.
Excused.
The second motion, unexcused. Who made the motion?
Diana made the motion.
She seconded, so we need someone to make a motion.
I second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Diana, seconded by Mary. All in favor? All
Aye.
opposed?
Just put it on the record, she makes the motion to unexcuse Councilmember Zavala. And I make the motion to approve for
So unexcused.
unexcused.
Vera Zavala, seconded by Mary. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion approved. So we're going to go on to 3. We're going to vote on the meeting agenda.
I make the motion to approve the agenda, meeting agenda.
I have a motion by Diana,
I second the motion.
second by Mary. All approve?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved. So we're going to go ahead and go on to 4 for visitors' comments. So 2 minutes will be your limit tonight for visitors' comments. So if you'd like to take the podium, whoever would like to comment, and state your name and your address.
Well, my name is Jimmy Soninsky. A lot of you guys know me. I live in Cornell, Washington now. I used to live in this town for many, many years. There was a scuttlebutt about the old float building that a lot of us guys put a lot of time in. I just wanna know exactly what is intended on that float building. Basically, if you guys gonna use it for the float building, if it's gonna be used for something else, but that's what the rumor is.
It's been the float building and it will continue to be the float building.
That's all.
We don't have it for anything else. So it's just storing everything for the float.
Thank you.
Okay. No, you're
Thanks for
welcome.
your time, guys.
Yep, thank you for driving from Connell.
I told Shannon I would.
Okay. Anybody else like to add anything?
Hi, my name is James Fox. I live at 723 Main. And I've just recently started coming to these meetings, and I plan on coming to a lot more of them. Because I think it's time to get involved a little bit. And to the city council and our mayor, and oh, by the way, welcome to town, Mr. Police Chief.
Oh, yeah.
I would hope, and actually I kind of expect those that are our town's leaders. I mean, I would hope and expect that there's cooperation between everyone here, and that no idea is a bad idea unless it's ridiculous. But even a ridiculous idea can be turned into a good idea. Depends on the person's attitude, the people's attitude that are listening to the idea, no matter who comes up with the idea. But
Can you pick up the microphone?
no matter who it is that comes up with the idea. And to respect that person's time, that, you know, if anybody has an idea for any sort of an improvement that would make our life or improve the quality of our life here in town, whether it's a water issue or a sewer issue or a park issue, whatever issue, doesn't matter. That those ideas are listened to, and if the ideas that are put forth before you, or the ideas that you put forth before us, if they will work, hey, bully for us, we all benefit. But if they're not going to work, okay, then let there be some transparency and let us know why. And that's all as a citizen, that's all well, I mean, that's not all I can expect. I do expect that. And you know, if a person gets mad and stomps off in a huff, okay, forgive them a little bit, let them sit back and think about it. And then maybe that person can be reasoned with. And I'm sure, I mean, we're all adults here, we're not kids. And come up with, you know, a reasonable solution to whatever problem that you're facing. I know that all of us here, I mean, you know, this is the job that you guys are doing. You know, you're working for the city, you're working for the greater good. And, you know, I want that. I want you to succeed. I don't want you to fail. I don't want to throw rocks at your ideas. You know, because if you succeed, then that improves the quality of my life. You know, I would hope that before people are shut down or interrupted or all that person, I'm not going to listen to that man or woman because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's not what people are about. You know, I want my town to look nice. I'm about those changes, and I know that the changes that I'd like to see aren't going to happen overnight. It's going to take years. But anyway, I wish you all the best of luck. I want you all to know that you know, my wife and I are now behind you. I'm going.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else? We're gonna go ahead and move on.
I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure somebody else wanted to go. I'm gonna try to talk in 2 minutes, and we shorten that up. I had the timer, that was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Jim.
I'm sorry.
To be exact.
To be exact, no,
We'll take that
exact
off my
was
next-
19.
Sophie.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start real quick. I don't only have 2 minutes. I'm part of the GMA, which is the Greater Mattoon Association. I don't know, most of you know who we are, but we're the ones that put on community events. I'm talking fast because I got 2 minutes. The city let us use the portable building for a lot of years to have our city functions, meetings and stuff, and all of a sudden we were given a letter with 2 weeks' notice saying to move out, I assume, but the confusing letter said that the city was gonna vacate the building, so I was a little confused. It stated the mayor and the council were requesting this, but I don't ever saw any of the minutes that stated that it was ever brought up at a council meeting. Could it be because the mayor and a few councilmen, the new council members were illegally and in closed doors meetings at the portable building discussing what they were gonna do with it, which was in violation, what you just heard, of Open Meeting Act, the Open Public Meeting Act. Now I heard that the mayor, treasurer were caught trying to break into the float building, which the GMA has all the stuff for the float, because we purchased a new float, we have all the equipment, the tools, the generator, the decorations, the props in that building. Why didn't they call any of us, the GMA members, to get a key to get into it instead of trying to break in? Because I heard eventually the treasurer did say they got in. They were caught by one of the council members. So did the city needlessly pay for locksmiths to get in? How did they get in? Now I heard the mayor has offered that same float building to the food bank lady. I don't want to say her name. But she told us that she was offered the building to the food bank and that she was going to accept. She told one of the council members this, the same one who caught these people breaking in, the mayor, I'm sorry. She kind of kicking us out of that building now herself, when she herself back in about 2004, which I heard from your sister, Shannon, came to the city complaining that they were taking the float out of that building. And then Dawn Pierce had to come in here with some documents stating that the building was given to the city in trust, specifically designated for the float, and whoever was going to be in charge of the float. COVID shut us down for a couple of years because of COVID. We didn't do any kind of any community events, but we're going to start up today, and all we've got in is roadblocks of how can we do this. Anyway, so I'm requesting the council to please not. Well, she already said that she wasn't going to kick us out now. But why are you breaking into the building? We have our personal property in there. That's our property. We don't know what you guys are doing in that building. Next time, maybe you should come and ask permission or key from us to get in. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I went over.
My turn. Okay, Mr. Moreno, Antonio Moreno. I live just in 405 Washington Street. I'm just right across the building. And then what I see in that building, I see a lot of people, a lot of homeless people go in and out. So I don't know who got the key for that building, or if the building is exactly in one person's name, or who owns the building. I don't know who owns the building, but I saw so many people go in and out with that key or with key on it. So I don't know. No, I'm talking to them, but I see just people go in and there, and I don't know who it is. If they have they can storage maybe drugs, maybe just garbage. We don't know. I'm just saying what I see there.
Okay.
And then I guess if that building is taken care of better, it is belong to the city, was belong to somebody, they have to be responsible and clean it and keep it in maintenance, outside and inside. And I hope nobody goes give us a surprise. They can shoot me maybe for that corner. I'm just going in and out in my house, and I'm afraid that somebody can shoot me there when I walk in and out. So if somebody is interested in that building, protect the building, or clean it, or do something with that building. If it's for the city, we can keep it. If it's not, I don't know.
All right, thank you.
Alan Mears, I-51 Hope Road. So 2 weeks ago, I said, we need to have more disclosure on what's going on in the city. And there's a prime example. I'm hearing something about the float building that I knew nothing about. I never was involved with it. But if there was a question of what we were going to use it for, or if we were going to use it for something else, it should have been brought up at the council meeting saying, we're having an idea. Why don't we use the float building and maybe turn it into the food bank, and then we're going to use the food bank building for this. What does everybody think? And then after executive session's over, then we get to come in and go, this is what we think.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So, that being said, let's move right on to something else. Everybody know what Monday is? Memorial Day. So with all these other things on our minds, we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for some of the people that are in that cemetery. So we need to concentrate our feelings toward thankfulness and appreciation, and maybe take a little extra effort into showing the community what pride we have out there at the end of the cemetery.
Thank you. Anybody else? Hi. Go ahead and state your name and your address.
Jesus Monzo.
What's your address, ma'am? You know your house address? Okay, that's fine.
It's in front of the arts box. It's one of the art box.
Okay, go ahead. Did you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and say.
Can we have a skate park?
So
Oh,
when you told me, when you talked to me, when we talked, it's been a while. So me and Sylvia got together and we have sent some information where we need to see if we can get a skate park, but it is in the works. We're gonna try to get one, okay? Can't promise, but we're working on it, okay? Thank you for coming.
Good idea.
Anybody else? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go on to the consent agenda, number 5, from A through D. Can I get someone to approve this? Can I get a motion?
Make the motion to approve.
I have a motion by Diana,
I second
seconded by
the
Mary.
motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved. We do not have no public hearing. Old business, none. New business, we have none. We're going to go ahead and go over to the mayor's report. And there is some things that we had, was brought up about the 10 o'clock curfew once again, where our siren goes off. And we're wanting to bring that back. You know, for all the kids that are out in the streets, you know, summer's coming, you know, a lot of kids are going to be out there again, but we want to be able to keep the community, the young adults at home before 10 o'clock, if possible. So I kind of wanted to just get an input, discuss it. We're not going to take any action on it tonight. And, you know, that's just something that y'all might want to think about if you have a comment next time. So I know growing up, we had the curfew.
Yeah, we
at
did.
10 o'clock.
We did 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So I think that'd be great.
Excuse me, can I just, I know,
Nope,
No.
sorry.
well, they answered for you. I'm just saying they.
So,
tried
sorry.
to- Okay. Go ahead.
So that was one of my reports. Okay. And then Bill, do you have anything to add?
No, thank you.
Sylvia, do you have any reports?
I just want to put it on the record that there's a public records, I mean, you guys have come
Can we
and
have,
asked for public records
can hear.
request regarding the float building or the GMA building. There's a resolution for the GMA Resolution 2016-06. And the float billing is resolution 200616. Okay, just for the record.
Can you say that first part again? I couldn't hear.
For the GMA building, there's
Yeah,
a
can you say it?
resolution, and that is 2016-06.
Okay, and Chief, do you have any reports?
Let me repeat that. That was 2006-16.
Okay. Chief, do you have any reports?
I'm not sure if this is working.
She's pressing.
No.
Okay. As far as the police department's concerned, we do have the 2 patrol cars that we had purchased. They're on the road. They're being driven. They are awesome. Very proud of those cars. I know Sergeant Victor's very happy now. We took one of the old chief car that I used to drive, the 2008 Impala, and I had it decommissioned, and I rolled it over, and the PD said to the city, why don't you use this vehicle? Because I believe it's a good working car. It still has 73,000 miles. It's probably not good for patrol use, but it's good for city use. So the PD said, here, take this car. So as of today, it was donated to the city. I think that's a good form of resource versus selling it. We're not going to get a lot of money. I think we get better use with the city having it. There's I know one of the vehicles is kind of getting old for the city, so this way it kind of replaces out. The county, helped us out in a big way, so it was the PD's turn to, forward the goodness to the city. So anyway, so as of today, it's been given to the city. There's another 2008 vehicle that's getting ready to be decommissioned since we got the other 2 vehicles. We still have the Dodge Charger, and I like what you brought up at the last council meeting, that we hold on to that. And then if we do get a good bargain again, we get 1 or 2 more, good vehicles for similar in price. And then we can turn around and get rid of the Dodge Charger, get some money to kind of roll into, paying for the other 2 vehicles, I think are a good chunk of it. So it's just trying to use the limited resources that we have and making the dollar stretch. So that's all we did. But any questions about that or comments on the vehicles for us?
Any questions, Aaron?
Maybe my question would be, the car that you guys gave to the city, or the windows are still gonna be tinted dark, or can we take off the tint so we
They
can
could
see
be-
them clearly?
Good question. Yeah, whatever, it's now the city hall or whoever uses it. I mean, it's up to them if they feel take them.
Yeah, I think they
out.
should take them out.
And that'll be their decision at this point. I hope everybody likes the new decal that we got on Sergeant Piero's vehicle. We carried over the same decal, other than it went to I think it goes better with the silver, but that's just my opinion.
I think it looks nice too, Chief.
But anyway, so I don't have anything else for us at the PD level. We're still trying to get another body, another person to help us, but it's a work in progress.
Okay, thank you. Josh, do you have anything?
No, ma'am, I don't have anything to report at this time. Thank you.
Okay, any council reports? Diane?
Yes, I have a question, I'm sorry. I wanted to bring up about that GMA building. Sorry, can you hear me now? I wanted to bring up that subject on the GMA building. I know I can't mention names, but do you have a number for that UBI building that you say that the city's taking it? And, I see on Facebook, you keep bashing the mayor on it. And it's on their Facebook, so I wanted to know.
Are you talking to me now, so can I answer?
So she can't answer, but you can.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. But that's what I wanted to know, if you have a UBI number on that. You can tell me in the next meeting or bring me the paper so that I can see it.
I don't think it has anything to do with the meeting, the city though.
I thought the building belonged to the
The
city.
building, but not the building doesn't have a number. The organization has a UBI number.
They do,
But
but
I-
it's not even valid. I checked it. That's, you guys are basically.
You need to be quiet because they wouldn't let me talk, right? But it's.
Laura, you didn't get
All
up.
right, let's stay, they'll be on order. We're gonna be on.
Andy, do you have anything? Mary?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, quite a few people have been asking me about the flagpole out here. What's wrong with it?
The second pole dropped into the main pole. So we already had, couple of companies, yeah, and they're not able to get it out. But the guys, when they're done with the trees, they said they'd give it another try and try to bring the second pole up. That's the reason we haven't been able to hang up our.
Yeah, because a few people have asked me what's wrong with the flag out there in front. And I thought there, maybe the pulley up on top was,
No, there's the main pole, the second pole, and it dropped down. So we haven't been able to pull it back up. The guys from the tree said they're gonna try it as soon as they're done cutting trees. They're gonna try one more time.
that's all I have.
So if there's nothing else, this meeting's adjourned at 7:48.